Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. Can I add one more thing?
Yes, yes, please.
Like when the bird is standing, when we look at a bird going behind a tree,
Mm-hmm.
and we can see only a part of the bird, like maybe the tail or something. We know that, the same bird which we saw actually is behind the tree.
Mm-hmm.
But since we are not able to see the bird fully, we know that the bird is there.
Correct,
Maybe
correct. Yes, yes.
the
It's all. Hmm.
other thing is like a person looking at a mountain from different angles. Now, I would have taken an image from the front, and
Hmm.
another person might have taken a picture from the other side. We
Exactly,
all
exactly.
come, we
Correct.
How
all
you
can
perceive
conclude that it is, yeah, it is
Two
the same
different things.
mountain,
Ah,
but I saw it from a different angle,
different
and they are
angle.
seeing
True,
from other.
true.
so
Exactly.
the other image of yours will become blurred or hidden.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
what you have perceived is becomes a clear picture.
correct. Hmm. That's right. So now coming to the attention topic, why we pay attention to a specific thing in environment. As we were just discussing about the mountain picture or about the bird. So we are correctly on that particular point which we were discussing earlier. Attention, because you were focused about that one particular bird which you liked, as Caroline and Caroline said she liked a particular bird, and her eyes were moving and looking for that particular bird. So in this there are it will happen that attention happens because of six reasons. So let's read about the reason. First thing is perceiving the environment. The yeah, that is divided attention occurred in our everyday life. For example, while driving on a road, we need to be attentive to the car on the sides, the traffic signals, the pedestrians, person sitting and talking with us, and occasionally glancing on the rear mirror, right? That is how we drive. There are limited attention depending on our main interest, which is so while driving a car we need to focus more attention on driving, but along with the driving we are focusing on multiple aspects which I just mentioned. So that is the reason why the attention gets divided. Next comes as selective attention, like eye movement. We pay attention to things that are not directly on our line of vision, and also can look directly at something without paying attention. For example, reading a book, but not the idea on what you just read, as you were not paying attention. Like it happens mostly in the schools, when the teacher is teaching a lesson and she sees that one particular child or a student is not paying attention, he or she might be busy drawing something, scribbling something on their book. So but the teacher is able to focus where she has to focus on all the 45 to 50 students. So she is able to do that attentiveness to figure out which person or which student is paying attention or which is not paying attention. Next one. Stimulus salience. This means characteristics of the environment. As I told you, in the garden or in the forest, you will see it all depends on the color, brightness, contrast, right? Because it all depends which color you like, what brightness or what contrast is soothing for your eyes. For example, on the Christmas tree with the red balloons or something that stands out, is like on Christmas tree we put lot of things. We put bells, we put balls, we put so many small and big things. But whatever is the big thing, our attention will go over there. Or whatever is the brightest thing, probably a star, our attention will go over there, right? So it all depends on the characteristics of the environment. Knowledge about scenes, that often found it's certain types of scenes. For example, in kitchen or in college campus or in shopping malls, your knowledge about where things are usually found. Like if you are hungry in a mall, you know where to go, right? You will straight away go to the food court which is on the third or the fourth floor. What is that? That is your knowledge about that mall. Next comes as the nature of observer's task. This depends on the task override factors like stimulus saliency, whether a person making peanut butter sandwich with the eye movements that bangs on plates. When a person is making peanut butter sandwich, his eyes will be going all around because his brain is telling, I need I need bread, I need jar, I need knife, I need spread. So his focus will be divided into multiple places, which he likes because his motive is to make peanut butter sandwich. Next one. Next comes as the learning from the past experience. So if a person has learned that key component, this will help him to direct attention to objects. For as I told you, because the person likes to eat peanut butter sandwich, he will know where what particular thing is there. Unlike if he doesn't like something, maybe the particular thing is right in front of them, but he will not be able to figure it out that it is right in front of him or her. So that all depends on their past experience and their interest. The role of the role of attention and perception. Attention is a major mechanism, that is how attentive you are. It plays a major role of perception, but still we can take information from where we are not focusing our attention. Like for example, when children go to the school, they don't like, not many of them, not everybody likes studying. Their more focus will be when the play period will come or when the other subject period will come, which he or she is liking it most. So their attention is divided. So it all depends upon their likings and dislikings. Inattention blindness. There is inattentional blindness, which is it is a failure to perceive a stimulus that isn't attended even if it is of full view. As I told you, sorry, as I told you, a particular thing, like it happens with me and my husband, he will be asking me, where is the scissor in the kitchen? And I can see it because I spend the majority of the time over there. It is right in front of him, but for him, he it is not visible because his interest is not there, because he is expecting me to come and give it. So that is what is we call it as a blindness, inattentional blindness. He is not paying that attention. So it provides when observer and attending one sequence or event that can fail to notice other events even though it's right in front, as I told you. For example, here I have put a gorilla dress person. So there is a gorilla dressed a person who is dressed in a gorilla. Everybody knows that the original or the real gorilla cannot come, but still they will get scared. Suddenly, when the gorilla faces some stranger, the stranger will get scared because he or she is not expecting a gorilla in a theme park or in a game field. So these things are right in front of you, but at times you fail to see it. All right, next one. So there is the second change in blindness. People at times have trouble to detect the change, even though it is obvious where to look. It is basically difficult to detecting change. Finding a similarities, as I told you, finding a similarities. Some people are very good because they know in the picture when you have to find out the difference between two picture, they because of their past experience and their knowledge, they know that they don't have to look into the bigger shape or size in the picture. They need to figure out in the smaller or hidden things or hidden objects in the picture, which could make out the difference between two pictures. Enhancement of perception. So, in this, William James, he's the father of American psychology, said attending to a stimuli makes it more clear and vivid. That means information processing is more where attention is directed and result is faster response. That is why most of the children, why we all think that our child is not good enough in studies or one particular child is very good, because of their attention. All children are special, all children are unique. It is just their attention which might be divided into various different directions. So it's just that we need to bring their attention to one particular thing which is important at that particular time. Next one. Thank you so much.